Hi, okay, good. You are welcome back to my channel. Okay, good. We'll be talking about fraction again. We are still on fraction series. So now we look at conversion of decimal to fraction. We did conversion from fraction to decimal. Now we go with conversion of decimal to fraction. So if you have, for example, we have 2 upon 3, and this gave us 0.66, we said it's a recurring decimal, isn't it? Another one, we add we add 1 upon 2, and this gave us 0.5. Now this is a fraction giving us a decimal. We can change or convert this decimal back to this fraction. This gave us this. We can as well change this back to this. So the question now will now be, how do we go with that? So follow me. You have 0.5. Now there are various ways and there are various methods teachers will advise students to use. Okay, let me talk about two easiest way to change your decimal to fraction. Now, the first thing you look out for, like I said in one of the videos, if you have 0.5, this is a whole number. It is whole. This is a decimal number. So this is a decimal number. What do? You look out for the decimal. You look at the decimal, then you get the place value of the decimal number. You get the place value of the decimal number. What will that be? That will be, if you have 0.5, what's the place value of that? If you have 0.5, ideally, this from place value system, you have this to be your units and you have this to be your tenths. So having gotten this to be tenths, and what does tenth means? If you're having 5 times 1 over upon 10, so you have 5 having a place value of tenths, and that basically means 5 upon 10. That's the first approach. You can go the other way around by saying, if you have this, if you have this, if you have this, there's something I call forward and backward movement in decimal numbers, or in numbers, mathematical, no, in mathematics, if you have numbers and you have to multiply by numbers in tens, like what we did in indices when I treated indices with you guys. So if you have something like 5, okay, sorry for the digression, but it is needed. It's needed. If you have 5 times 10 raised to power of 2, one of the ways you just do this, all you have, how many zeros, how many tens do you have here? You have 2 tens. So just that means it represents 2 zeros. You have 5, 0, 0. The same thing if you have something like, these are short approaches to calculate or multiply if you are dealing with numbers in power of 10. So the same thing you have, okay, let me say you have 0.5, or you have 5 alone. It's a whole number. You have 5, then times 10 raised to power of minus 2. So look at this. This is raised to power 2. Raised to power 2 means raised to power plus 2. That gave us 2 zeros. We counted forward. We added the 2 zeros in the power of 10. 10 raised to power 2, that is 100. That's 2 zeros. 10 raised to power minus 2 is not 100. You're going to be having 0.01. That's 2 dp. So that will be, you move backward. You write your 5, then you move twice. So that will be 0.05. 0.05. You observe that if you are to move forward again, to change this decimal back to fraction, you move this way 1, 2. So that's another approach. So let's just go and finish up what we started. What were we doing? 0.5. So you have 0.5. That becomes what? Going by place value method, the place value of 5, it is the only decimal number we have. If you have more decimal numbers after 5, you consider the last decimal number in your question. But 5 is the last decimal number here, so you consider it. And what would that give you? That will give you 5 upon 10. Isn't it? The place value of this is tenths. You see this? So that 5 over 10. If the place value is 100, it will be what? I will give an illustration on that. You have 5 upon 10. Then break this down. How do you break this down? 5 will divide 5, 5 will divide 10. So 5 and 5, 1. 5 and 10, 2. So you have 1 upon 2. Isn't it? So if you go again, you have, let me give you something else, like you have, always remember you should break down your fraction to the lowest term. If you have a 0.65, you have to change this to fraction. You consider the place value. This is unit. This is what? This is units. This is tenths. And this is hundredths. Hundredths. So you consider the place value of the last digit, which is 5. What's the place value there? That is what? 500. Hundredths. That is over 100. So you just write all the numbers. That will be 0.65 upon 100. Don't forget 0.65 is same thing as, and 0.65 is same thing as 65. This 0 at the back means nothing. It's not useful. It's not useful for anything. This 0 is not useful. So you have 65 upon 100. So when you have 65 upon 100, you can break down to the lowest fraction. So you have this 5 here, you have 1, keep 1 here. 5 and 15, you have 3. 5 here, 5 and 10, 2. Then this 0, bring it down. Your final answer is 13 upon 20. Am I good to go? So it's as simple as that. Let's consider one more example. Let's consider one more example. Let's say we have 0.052. What's the place value of each of those numbers? You have to convert to fraction, right? So you look at them. I said you consider the place value of the last digit. So consider the last digit, which is what? Which is 2. What's the place value of this? This is tenths. This is hundreds. This is thousands. So this is 2,000. Carrying TH. So what do you have? It means everything will be over 1,000. That will be 5. That is 52 upon 1,000. So if you like now, these two zeros, if you have included them here, they are useless. 0052 is still 52. So this is gone. So we are having 52 divided by 1,000. So what do we have? What will divide this? I think 4 will divide. Of course, 2 can divide. Yes. Let's go with 4, a larger number. 4 here is 1. 1 left. 4 in 12 is 13. 4 in 10 is 2. 2 is left. In 20, that's 5. So bring down the 0. In 0, it is 0. So your answer is 13 upon 250. I believe with these few examples, you can now carry out operations, or you can now solve questions that involve conversion of decimal numbers to fractions. Thank you very much. I will leave you with some questions to play with. Kindly play with them. If you are stuck, if you need clarification or more examples, you can make that known on the comments section, or you reach me via my contact. So play with this number. Change these questions, change these questions, change them, or convert them to decimal, or convert them to fraction. You have 0.05 to 4.762. So play with those numbers, change them, convert them to fraction. Thank you for staying with me. I remain my humble self, Edu Ada. You can reach me on this contact 081 Have a good time.